everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to me. Give me a second. This has been way too long, and that's better. Okay, then I've forgotten everything. Welcome back. Welcome to my new bathroom. It's been a long time. I figured I'd do a little chatty get ready with me. I have like about probably 30 minutes to do this, so plenty more than enough time. It does not take me 30 minutes to get ready, especially not with a newborn. If you've been following my journey and you were wondering where the hell has she been, sketchy situation. So we're gonna make this work the best we can. So like I said, if you've been following me around, you've been wondering where I've been. I had my baby almost 11 weeks ago now, and it's just been kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, Jacqueline. Okay, this is already a bad start. That's okay. I'm gonna put some sunscreen, my lip tinted, I'm still obsessed with. Right before we had William, as our baby's name, you might have known, we moved into a new house. So it was just like a lot to be 9, almost full term pregnant, while also moving house with a toddler. So I took some time off and we, got the house fairly together. All right, we're trying this a different way. But yeah, we got the house like mostly together. And then William came into this world very, very fast. If you were here for my first baby, you will know that my labor with David was only 4 hours. William, it was an hour. And it was like a scene from a movie. My water broke on our kitchen floor, like a big, huge gush. And I had very painful contractions immediately. We got to the hospital 30 minutes later, and 30 minutes after that, William was born. So it was very fast. Obviously, again, just like with David, there was no time for an epidural. They told me I could have gotten one. It would have to go directly like into my spine, and that I'd have to be able to sit still long enough for them to do that, and that was not happening. I was in so much pain. My contractions were right on top of each other. It was just not going to happen. So also, I'm sorry if the lighting here is crazy. We haven't redone this bathroom yet. I just realized like this is not the greatest lighting, but we're rolling with it. Okay, first video back, we're rolling with it. So we've just been kind of adjusting since then. I just used the lip tinted Hue Guard tint. This is like their tinted foundation. I'm like obsessed with this. I'm gonna use the Lancome serum concealer. This has been my go-to. I think if you saw my last What's My Makeup bag, these all might have been in there. I don't know. I'm gonna do another one here soon. But like I said, between having the baby and moving and finally getting the whole house like together, it's just been crazy, I feel like. And I feel like everything's kind of happening quickly. We had the baby. We're having some families having some personal struggles. So we went to Ohio to visit family last week, actually. So we waited until William could get his first round of vaccines, and then we went. And we've been trying to sell our other house, and it was just like, lots going on, and I just felt like I needed time to adjust. But I feel like now finally everything's kind of like settling. We have a few months here where we're not going anywhere, and we're just kind of getting into a routine now. So for me, this was like the perfect time to start back into filming. The other thing is, you guys will have to help me with, is I need to get my office together. Out of every room in the house, there's literally 2 that are not done. Our front room, because we don't have furniture for that room yet, and my office. Everything else is done, looks pretty good. We don't have like tons of stuff up on the walls or anything. But we have like most of the rooms are pretty done, and then there's a few things we want to like get redone, like our bathroom, our closet, our son's bathroom. That was this is the Bronze Babe. These are like their bronzing sticks in the shape Bronze Babe. And I've been loving it. And so, that is one of the other reasons. I just haven't felt like motivated to like go into my office because it's not done. There's nothing like set up in there. Everything's just kind of like piled up everywhere. And so it just like isn't, you know, conducive to being creative or editing or anything like that. But like I said, now we have some time. We're kind of slowing down a little bit and getting into a good routine. So I'm like ready to be back. And like I said, the house is getting together. We're kind of getting settled in our new area. We didn't move far. We're only like 30 minutes away from our old house, but it feels like a whole different thing. That makes sense. We joined a club up here, which is going to be super fun for David. He loves to swim and he loves to golf. So we're excited to get going with that. We literally just joined like 2 days ago. So we're excited to go there this summer. I'm sure probably won't take you with us there just because it's like a private thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to interrupt people's lives by filming there. But it is awesome. We are very excited to be there. What else is going on? I just used the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush in Brazen. I love this blush. I need to get more colors of it. It's such a good formula. It's so glowy and pretty. Yeah, other than that, like I said, we just kind of like getting routines. People have come to visit. We've gone to see family. We're just kind of getting in a new routine of where we are, you know, life. And obviously it's going to change as the baby gets older too. Right now he's still, whoa, made a huge mess apparently. He still needs to eat fairly often. Just like with David, he's having some growing issues. I don't know, we just make small babies apparently. And our doctors wants to make sure we're feeding him enough and he's growing plenty. He's definitely growing. He's just not like, he's like the 5th percentile for weight, which David is too. So for us, it's not too concerning in our minds, but obviously we want to make sure we're doing all the right things. That was the Laura Mercier powder, the translucent loose setting powder, the ultra blur one. I love that. These are definitely like a lot of my favorites in here. I'm gonna use the Merit, oh, there's another sticker stuck to it. Their highlighting balm in Cava. This is one of my, again, favorites. I put a lot of things in here that I know exactly how they look on my skin right now, because right now I don't have a ton of time to get ready, but one of those things, I think I've talked about this before I even had William, one of the things that makes me feel like ready for the day and like I can be a better mom is to get ready. I know it sounds like shallow, but even if I just take like 10-20 minutes to get myself ready, I just feel better throughout the day. And I'm kind of loving this, like, and hopefully you can tell, it's kind of like really blushy French girl sort of vibe. Not a lot of makeup, very natural, but it just looks like I put a little effort into myself, which I love. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. brow lift next. But yeah, we're just kind of like starting to get into our routine and getting all that together. So it felt like the perfect time to get back here. I feel like I have so much more to update you guys on, but I don't think so. We talked about buying this house. We're actually closing on our house. The day you see this video, we'll have closed on our old house, which is such a relief. The housing market here has been really tough. We bought our house at like the perfect time before it got like too crazy. But then selling our house has been a struggle, but we got it sold. It's closing. We're so excited to have that off of our plate. If ever sold when the market's like hard to sell in, you know, it's just like stressful because you're kind of just like eating money because you have if you did it the way we did, we had 2 mortgages. And so it was just one of those things that we needed off our plate and done and dusted, and it is, and we're so excited. I'm gonna use the Revlon Color Stay Full Time. I've been liking this more and more, and the more it dries out, the more I like it. I feel like I talked about when I first got this, which was a while ago, so it probably needed to get thrown out. I didn't really love it, and I feel like I like it more and more, and I've just been doing my top lashes. Yeah, but I'm very excited to get this bathroom done. I'll kind of show it to you after I change really quick. It needs to be redone real bad. We've already redone the floors. When we first bought this house, there was literal carpet in this bathroom. 25-year-old carpet. That's disgusting. So this bathroom hasn't been touched in 25 years though. So we want to redo it. Same with the boys' bathroom. Their bathroom also hasn't been touched in 25 years. So we've already redone the floors, but we need to redo the rest of it. Oops, I got makeup all over this. New towel. Okay, let me do my hair really quick next. Hopefully it's not too crazy. I haven't been like doing my full curly routine recently. I just feel like I don't have time. So I'm kind of letting it air dry, and I feel like it looks pretty good air dried. It just needs a little like zhuzh. Also, it's like you can tell we don't have storage. I'm sure when you look behind me, like it is the smallest shower in the world, and it is not a great situation. So it's time. This is the Dad Curl Energizer. Love this stuff. It's like a refresh. I just kind of scrunch my hair. I think it needs a little bit more. Also, hopefully you guys can't hear it, but we have, this house is like a whole house fan. And so we're trying to use it in the mornings to keep the house nice and cool so we don't have to use the air conditioning quite as much. And it works awesome, but it's a little loud, so hopefully it's not too annoying. I tried to close the bathroom door a little bit. All right, that looks a little crazy, so I think what I'm gonna do, I bought the French combs, and I've been loving them on my curly hair. They're so easy to use and they hold really well. And I think they just look nicer than like bobby pins. So I'm gonna use those today. They're just little like curved combs. And I know you're supposed to like do this motion, but it doesn't really work for me on my curly hair. So I just kind of take it and give it a good little shove in there and then kind of adjust the hair. So it's nice because it kind of like gets it up and out of my face without having to use a bobby pin. And these really, if you get them in there right, they hold really well. Okay. This side I need a little bit more back. I kind of give my hair like a half twist and then comb it in. And like I said, these stay in like really well. If you get them in there right, these will last you all day. All right, let me go get an outfit on and we'll finish out this video. Okay, I want to show you my outfit really quick. I don't have shoes on yet, but this black like sweater tank, and then these are American Eagle jeans I bought after I dated. They're currently the only jeans that fit me. It is what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. But something just super simple. We're just going to the library, so but I wanted to look cute. It's a little chilly this morning, so I'm gonna throw on some black sandals. But that is gonna be it for this little get ready with me random chat. I feel like I kind of just babbled, but that's okay. It's my first one back. Give me a little grace, people. I'm definitely vlogging this week, so check back for that. Hopefully I'm gonna get on my regular upload schedule. I'm so happy to be back. Hopefully you guys are happy to be here. If you are, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Follow me. That'd be amazing. I'd love to have you all here in our little beautiful community. And yeah, I think I'll see you in the next one. Bye.